Well, I guess, the only thing I like doing better than teaching composition at PLU is traveling to distant and sort of extreme corners of the earth. I have a dog named Oslo, named after the city in Norway, and he is a miniature long-haired dachshund, and undoubtedly and undeniably the cutest thing in the world. I think the third thing would be that my very favorite thing to drink is a chocolate peanut butter milkshake from Peter's Tex-Mex in Chengdu, China. I would like to sit down for a cup of hot chocolate in a Viennese cafe with Mozart. I would have to choose Lord of the Rings. It was my Harry Potter. It was the fantasy series of my childhood. I read those things 5 times each, the entire series 5 times. I don't really like either one, but I'll choose Coke Original if I have to drink one or the other. I love playing second penny whistle in my Irish band called Mooncoin. I haven't watched television since 1979, so to the best of my memory, I think I occasionally enjoyed a show called Northern Exposure in the early 90s. We didn't have a TV until I was like 11, so I was the odd kid out who didn't know what the TV shows were. But I think a cartoon would have, when I was at a friend's house, it would have been Roadrunner. The person who first inspired me to compose was a fellow high school student at Olympia High School who was a clarinetist and who composed a piece. And we all showed up for a woodwind quintet rehearsal one evening at the high school band room, and she'd written this piece, and my mind was literally blown. I went home thinking, how come I didn't think of that? And I went home that very evening and I wrote a bassoon and flute piece for my sister and myself. I still have it. It was the very first piece I ever wrote, and I think from that moment on, I've been obsessed with composing. After that, of course, I had teachers in college, Bill Bergsma up at the University of Washington, Bill Balcom at the University of Michigan, Leslie Bassett at Michigan, who all left a variety of legacies. Stuart Dempster at the University of Washington taught me how to improvise and sort of opened my mind to sounds I'd never heard before. Bill Smith taught me to kind of loosen up my language and explore dissonance more. And then, of course, the real mentors any composition teacher would say are real composers and real music. So I'm a Stravinsky, Bartók, Schoenberg, Debussy fan. If I could travel anywhere in the world I have not yet been, I would simply institute a plan that I actually intend to carry out one of these days soon, which is to circumnavigate the Gobi Desert in western China and to cross down into western Tibet and cross back to the capital, which is Lhasa, and then cross over the Himalayas down into Nepal, and then end up in McLeod-Ganj where the Dalai Lama lives. Whenever I am not too consumed with composing or teaching or being a dad, I love to get out in the mountains with a backpack for about 5 days. I love to be very, very far off in the wilderness, days from anywhere, and I love what it does to my head. I love what it does to my sense of perspective in the world. So Mount Rainier, Wonderland Trail, somewhere off in the heart of the Olympics, that's where I love to be.